Welcome back to my channel once again. Today is going to be the making of the flutter sleeve on the screen. Okay, you can see the flare effect on that sleeve. That is what makes it a flutter sleeve. Okay, so we'll be drafting a flutter sleeve today on this channel. And if you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe, turn on your notification bell to receive videos like this each week. Like, share the video, drop your comments on the comment section and your suggestions as well. And if you've been with Simbright Fashion Academy channel, thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you very much for staying with the channel all the time. Okay, so to begin this video right now, you can see I have my basic long sleeve in here. So that is the beginning of the flutter sleeve. Okay, the flutter sleeve is usually beautiful when you have it either on the bicep or above the bicep. Okay, like 1 inch or 1.5 or 2 inches above the biceps. Once it's on the bicep, it looks so beautiful. So the first thing we are going to do with our basic long sleeve, you can see the basic long sleeves have the cap. Okay, if you need the cap sleeve, the bicep, you want your sleeve on the elbow, you want it 3/4 and full length. So I always like working with my basic long sleeve. Okay, I can alterate and I can adjust my pattern, okay, of my sleeve using my basic long sleeve. So for the basic long sleeve, I'll be dropping the link on how I made it on my channel on the description box below. In case you don't know where the description box is, just look down on your right hand side right now. Below this video, you will see an arrow on your right pointing downward. Just click on the arrow to see the description box. All right, so now this is my basic sleeve, and what I did is this: I just traced out. You can see I traced out the flutter sleeve about 0.5 inch above my bicep. If you want it on your bicep, that is also fine. Okay, but it's usually fine between the bicep or a little above the bicep, as you can see me trace out right now. So the next thing we want to do right now, we have our flutter sleeve basic pattern, and we want to start alterations on this sleeve. Okay, so to make a flutter sleeve is actually very simple. If you look at this point, you can see that is the grain line. This is my grain line for this flutter sleeve, as you can see. Now from the grain line, I'll be taking 2 inches. I want to slash at 2 inches. You can also decide to slash at 1.5. okay, but I think 2 inches is okay for the purpose of this tutorial. So remember, there is no seam allowance added to this sleeve. Okay, so as you see the sleeve right there, the sleeve is without seam allowance. Okay, so after making the flutter sleeve, you can add your seam allowances as you desire. All right, so I'm going to take this point I make right now up to touch the curves. Okay, the sleeve head. You can see I'm taking it up to touch the sleeve head, and once it touches the sleeve head, the next step I'm going to take is to number them. I'm numbering them this way because we are going to slash and spread. Okay, so you can see I have 8 panels of my flutter sleeve in here. So it's time for me to slash and spread the flutter sleeve. So to slash the flutter sleeve, you can see I'm slashing and I'm not cutting off completely. Please take note, this is very important. You can see I'm cutting, I'm not cutting off. Okay, the sleeve head remains where it is. Okay, it remains where it is. You can see it's not tampered with. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to start slashing my flutter sleeve. Okay, so to start slashing my flutter sleeve, you can see I have my fresh pattern paper in here. And on this fresh pattern paper, you can see I have a straight line, a horizontal line, and a vertical line. So on the center, the grain line of this flutter sleeve, I'll be placing this. Okay, that will be my starting point. So I'm going to apply my adhesive to it right away to start up my slash and spread. So you can see I have this line matching up with this line and matching up with this line. That is why I have the line. Okay, so it's time for me to start slashing right now. So for the slashing of this flutter sleeve depends on how flutter flay you want it. Okay, so but for the purpose of this tutorial, I'll be making use of 1.5 inch slashing. Okay, because I don't really want the flutter sleeve so much. So but you can also use 2 inches. It all depends on you. If you really want the flay effect, then you can slash at 2 inches. So you can see how I'm slashing right now, and I'm pasting them. So I pick up, you know, number 5, which is on the grain line. I pick it up and I slashed at 1.5. Then on this part, I'll also pick it up, and from this point I'm going to slash from this line at 1.5, and I'll make my mark. All right, so now I have to apply my adhesive and place it exactly at 1.5. You can see that. All right, so from this point I can either go right or go left for my slashing. So I'll be coming this way to slash right away, and I'll be marking 1.5. Each 1.5 and I mark, I will slash. Okay, I will drop the sleeve. You can see that. Okay, so I'm going to mark again at 1.5. I'll also drop the sleeve. Okay, so I'm now at the last part of it, which is also marked at 1.5. Can you see? This is my 1.5 at that point, and I'm going to drop my sleeve. Can you see? So looking at this slashing of this flutter sleeve right now, you can notice that we are only slashing the hem part of this sleeve. We are not tampering with the sleeve head. You can see the sleeve head remains the same. You can see that. Let me just apply my adhesive to keep it in place. Okay, so you can see that I have my sleeve head untampered with. If I take the measurement, it's still what it is. The only part I'm tampering it with is the hem. Okay, so I'm done with one side of my flutter sleeve right now. I'm going over to the right side to repeat exactly same process. Exactly what I did there, I will do it over here as well. So you can see I'm done with my flutter sleeve. Okay, I'm trying to rotate it for you to see, so you can see how I slashed and spread the flutter sleeve. I spread the flutter sleeve at 1.5, and I slashed the flutter sleeve, as you can see. Okay, all right, so now the next thing I want to do right away on this flutter sleeve is to connect these lines. Okay, so I'm going to connect all the connecting lines to form my full flay flutter sleeve. You can see that right away. Okay, so like I said, the hem remains the same, the sleeve head remains the same. Okay, so right away I'm going to cut, and I want you to watch as I cut. Can you see? I'm cutting out my flutter sleeve right now. You can see the flay effect. So like I said, the flutter sleeve depends on what you want. If you want it less fluttered, you can use 1 inch for it. If you want it medium sized, you can use you can use what we use right now, which is 1.5. Okay. All right, then if you want it more flay, you can add up to your slashing and spreading. So all right, this is what we have for our flutter sleeve right now, and this is the center sleeve, which is the green line, and this is the front piece, and this is the back piece right now. Okay, so I'm going to cut it on my fabric right now to show you, because you know this is paper. The way it is, it might not really show that flay effect, but once it's being cut on paper, right, on fabric right now, you see the effect. Now you can see I've pinned and spread my sleeve. So this is how you are going to attach the sleeve. Okay, that's how you are going to cut it. You need to spread it because we have the back and front piece of it. Okay, so I'm going to cut directly without adding any seam allowance, or if you want to add your seam allowance, okay, you know how to add your seam allowances. You just add 0.5 all around. Okay, but for the purpose of this tutorial, I have to cut exactly what I have here, just to show you the effect of the flutter sleeve. Okay, so but when cutting for your fabric, please add your 0.5 seam allowance all around. Okay, so the flutter sleeve is usually very beautiful for casual tops, you know, for summer and all that. So once you attach it to the bodies of your garment, you are good to go. All right, so that is how we come to the end of this flutter sleeve. So I'm taking away my pins right now, and I have to make my notches before I take away. Please ensure you make your notches at the sleeve head. You can see my notch at the sleeve head, and I have a notch at the front. Okay, only at the front. The notch on the front is to show or identify which part you are going to fix on the front part of your bodies, and the notch at the center is to fix at the sleeve head of your bodies. Please take note. So you can see what we have right now as a flutter sleeve. Can you see? So once you fix the sleeve right now, you will see on the armhole, you can see how fluttered is going to look. Okay, so this is what you are going to expect. So like I said, if you need it more fluttered, it all depends on how you slash and spread it. Okay, so people, that is how we come to the end of this tutorial. If you love this content, please kindly subscribe, turn on your notification bell to keep receiving videos like this each week. Like the video, share to family and friends, drop your comments on the comment section and your suggestions as well. Thank you very much for staying to the end of this video. See you in my next video. Bye.